In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a thing for the podcast.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast.
John,
Yo.
what are we going to do?
Oh, fuck. I don't know.
Jazz and Mikey are both gone.
Right?
Like
we can have conversations.
Yes, but we also can't do the intros. So,
We can.
Well, we're going to have to wing it.
What's up, you freedom-loving bastards? It's another episode of the Freedom Friends Podcast, brought to you guys by Warfighter Tobacco. Go check it out, warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO to score yourself a sweet 15% off. See, it's just like Mikey.
You made it move all on your own, didn't you?
I know I did. It just wiggled a little. And then our friends over at wellness.us for all your CBD needs. Use that code FreedomFriends25 for 25% off your order. And last but not least, Icy Tech Coolers. It's fucking hot in San Antonio right now. It's 97 degrees today.
It's fucking hot in the podcast
here,
studio
right
now.
But head on over to Icy Tech Coolers. Check those guys out. Use that code FreedomFriends10. Score yourself 10% off all those awesome coolers they have over there. Well, the bills are paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how are you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Haven't seen you in a week.
I know.
Yeah.
I've been in Florida.
Yeah.
And you've been in Nicaragua.
In Mexico City. And
Yeah.
did the Black Rifle Archery Challenge thing. And it was
That was pretty awesome.
that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't there for the actual
The day of.
shoot, but I was there for
Yeah.
the setup.
No, it was great. Had a good time with that. Yeah, I mean, how cool. I think there was 75 shooters and I don't know, maybe 15 different stations, and got to hang out with a bunch of awesome dudes. Justin and I just kind of walked and hung out, and he took photos and I handed out cigars.
Judging by some of the pictures that I saw, Justin was definitely there.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, my Scott got really good at taking pictures.
No, I think I might have not taken any that day like normal.
Right.
So
before we headed out, Scott was like, I'm terrible about getting photos, so try to get photos. I was like,
yeah,
that's what I'm here for.
Like, I don't ever ask anybody, can I take a picture with you?
Right.
I just don't do it.
No, I'd rather hang out with you.
Yeah. I should, but I feel like it kind of ruins the moment, whatever. I just like hanging out.
Right.
I don't like thinking about like,
well, let me get the right
I need
angle.
something for social media. Like, thank God I had Justin, because I just don't care otherwise.
Yeah.
I know I should, but I don't care. So,
yeah. Well, there's a lot of people that live their lives through a lens. They don't actually live their life through their eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they don't see it through their phone, then, it didn't really happen.
Like, it's crazy. So, like, for example, how many times have you watched a concert that was filmed on a phone?
That's my biggest pet peeve. It's like, you're never going to watch that video again.
Yeah.
Never.
Not
even if you do.
And you're not even doing it for the first time.
And even if you do.
You're watching you're at
sucks.
the concert, watching your phone screen film the concert.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand.
Put your phone
it.
down and watch.
Yeah. I understand putting the lights on, instead of lighters.
Yeah.
Like, I get that. That's cool, right? You get all the phone lights out there.
Right.
Because nobody has fucking lighters anymore.
Oh,
they can't let you in. They won't let you in anymore either.
Right. So, no, it was cool. It's cool. But, I don't understand living your life through a phone anymore. But
Yeah, I think the entire time in Nicaragua, you posted 6 photos.
And that's how many I took.
And I think 5 of them were at the factory.
Yeah.
I probably took 50 photos when I was in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all besides 4 were of the sunset.
Right.
It's beautiful. Yeah. I was trying to be all artsy. I'll show Justin after we stop recording. I think I showed him up with my iPhone.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I get some pretty damn good
I'm
pictures.
used to it by now. I'll spend half an hour getting shots and stuff, and John's like, look where I got on my phone. I'm like, fuck.
I can't wait till the new iPhone comes out.
I don't know, but I have some amazing like accidental ground photos. So
like, oh, that's really blurry. That's fun.
Try to take a picture and it's a video, or you try to take a video, it's a picture. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But the moral of the story is, it's if you want pictures and you can have a cameraman, go that route.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So you were in Mexico City and Nicaragua.
Yeah. So
how is the COVID situation in Mexico City and Nicaragua?
So unfortunately, I was so fucking pissed off. I get to the airport, no mask, everything's going great.
Yeah.
I get on the plane and they're like, "You're flying Aeromexico," and we fall under Mexican policies, and you still have to wear your mask. And so I had to wear every flight and every airport outside of the United States. I had to wear my mask. So that sucked. I was not happy. So good on the U.S. for getting rid of that shit sooner than Mexico and Nicaragua.
Wow.
Now, you didn't need any kind of a test to get into Mexico.
Yeah.
You needed a PCR test to get into Nicaragua, and you needed rapid tests to get back in the United States.
Yeah.
So outside of that, I mean, I suppose in Mexico,
like when you were there,
30% of the people maybe wore masks. Yeah. Nicaragua, maybe 40% of the people.
I'd ask if anybody was talking about it, but you probably didn't understand anyways.
Yeah, no. I the best part about not speaking another language and being really good at body language, is you can still have fun with people. And you know, like going out this time, like last time we were overseas and we couldn't speak the language. The only thing we spoke was like with our rifles and
it was charades.
Yeah.
That was it.
But now imagine charades without a gun and a whiskey instead.
Oh, the outcome is way better.
Right. You know, like I started drinking tequila because when in Rome.
Or Mexico City.
Yeah. You know, so I drank a lot of tequila the first night. I went to a cigar lounge, bought a couple Cuban cigars, and I know they were real because they were like $25 a piece. So,
but it was a legitimate lounge though. It wasn't like you bought them off a guy selling them on a beach, right?
Or in the airport, in a bundle of 20.
And it wasn't a wood box with a glass top.
No,
yeah, okay.
They were legit. So, but I went there first because I'm like, if there's anybody I can speak to find out what to do in the town, it'd probably be there. You know? But I just happened to get to the cigar lounge. And it's in a 2-story building. It's like a mini mall of all restaurants and bars. And so
that sounds fun.
Yeah, I literally bought my cigars, walked out the door, and I was in a really fun bar. And so I didn't have to look. I didn't go looking farther. I just sat down and
like this works.
Yeah, I ordered a Jameson, and then I had to use my translator app to ask what a good local sipping tequila was.
Yeah,
and it was Casa de Dragoons, so House of Dragons.
Okay.
And it was very good tequila.
Yeah.
So I was happy about that.
Nice.
Then I got to talking to, I was sitting at the end of the bar. So the lady washing the glasses was right there. And she spoke decent English. And she recommended I go to this one place. And it ended up being expensive. I was hoping to drink cheap in Mexico City. It ended up being kind of pricey. But it was on the 12th or 15th floor, kind of overlooking the city. But I walk up and there's like 3 bouncers, and I guess you needed a reservation. Well, me not speaking any Spanish hardly.
You needed one of 2 things: a reservation or boobs.
Yes, I had neither. I had neither, and I didn't think to slip them a 20 because that probably would have worked too.
Yeah.
But so I stand in line to like go talk to the bouncers. 3, and they're pretty jacked bouncers, like you know, and everybody's going up, you know, and it's Jose whatever for fucking 2, you know, and so I walk up there and I'm like, uno gringo 1, and I point to his paper. I said uno gringo, and I point to this reservations paper, and they gave me this look like, who the fuck are you? Like, what the fuck, you know? And but a guy heard me behind me. He heard me and he started laughing. So I knew he spoke English.
Yeah, or
maybe not. I don't know. But anyway. So the bouncers kind of tell me to get lost. Who we got calling in?
Mikey.
All right.
Mikey.
Yo.
Hey.
Yo. Hey.
Where are you?
I am at the airport in Las Vegas.
You know we're doing a podcast. We're doing a podcast, right?
I know. I just called to tell everybody even though the masks are gone in airports, it's still shitty. And I'll see you guys next week.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
you got fun macaroons coming.
Oh yeah. Did you win any money?
Fuck no. Both Haley and I are leaving this place with our tails sorely tucked between our legs.
Oh, look how pretty it is.
Been literally spanked by Las Vegas.
But Las Vegas is so pretty.
You paid for that.
It's such a piece of shit. Every time I get here, I immediately want to leave. And No, we had a great time. Actually, it was really fun. Probably because I didn't do all the stupid shit that us idiots always do. I actually did fun things. So no, this was great. It was a good time. It was a good time. And yeah.
Hey, Mikey. Scott just got back from Nicaragua.
Yeah.
And we have some delicious cocktails we're drinking on the show tonight.
Yeah. Is it tequila?
No, it's Jameson Triple Triple.
Oh, you cocksuckers.
It's the best Jameson.
Yeah. So hopefully there'll be some left for you by next week.
If there's not, I will take it as a personal slight. It is a slight against me. You fucking shitbags.
I know where Mikey's coming for lunch tomorrow.
Check the duty free on his way home.
Yeah, check the duty free in Vegas.
Yeah, that only works if you're travel international.
Oh yeah.
I get a guy Photoshop a ticket.
I mean, we can do that later. Yeah.
Cool, brother. Well, you guys have fun. Have a safe flight.
Yeah, boys. Enjoy the rest of the show. Fucking, I don't know. I'll see you guys later.
Sounds good, man.
See ya.
All right, bro. Later.
Bye.
Can you imagine getting caught by airport security for forging a ticket?
Just to get duty
And
free
you're like,
booze.
they're like, sir, why did you break in? Because the only place to buy Jameson Triple Triple is the goddamn international duty free.
Right. So I don't know if you, for all the listeners out there, I don't know if you guys ever even heard of this before, but Jameson has a blend. It's called Jameson Triple Triple.
Triple distilled, triple cast.
And you can only find it in duty-free places in international airports.
It's not more expensive. It's like $36 to $40.
Yeah. And it is delicious.
It is the best Jameson I've ever had.
It really is.
Yeah.
Better than the super expensive.
The first
ones
time we
online.
tried this, we had never seen it before. John and I, we were flying into Nicaragua, and in the Nicaraguan airport, they had this. And
No, that was San Salvador's where we got it.
oh, did we get
Yep.
it? Oh, you're right.
Duty-free there.
Yeah. And so well, we get to Nicaragua, and we didn't even have ice, and we polished off the bottle.
We drank the whole thing. Sitting outside, sweating our asses
yeah.
off, and it was so fucking good.
It's so good. So
Now on ice, it's even better.
yeah.
Was that a consolation prize for losing your cutter?
Pretty much.
They took my cutter in fucking Nicaragua coming home.
Really?
Are you
Yes.
fucking
In Nicaragua?
Yes.
What the?
That's what I said.
The guys, listen.
I'm like, look at my passport. I said, this is the first fucking time you've ever taken my cutter. And then they showed me the bucket where they dropped it into.
It was just filled with them.
There was about 400 cutters in there. So I guess you can't fly with fucking cutters in your carry-on bag.
Yeah, just gonna check them.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
But
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna hijack a plane with a cigar cutter.
right.
Everybody, sit down before I cut my cigar.
Captain, give me your finger. No.
Yeah.
But wait, what? Yes. Give me your finger. Yeah, I don't get it.
Dave, how was your week? You had all the dogs to watch.
I did. I alternated. I had 2 black labs at home. I had a little pitty and a bull over at Mikey's because while Mikey was out for the weekend with Haley, I was kind of hanging out with Tank and Tess over there. Tank is a... Mikey described him as a lovable goofball, and that dog is 1.5 foot tall of dork and about 40 pounds of idiot. He's so fucking happy. It doesn't matter who you are or what you're doing. He's like, oh my God, you're fucking here. It's great. It's amazing. Excuse me while I piss on everything. At least he did that outside.
That's good.
Tess, man, Mikey said it time and time again, but whoever hurt Tess before Haley got her, I'm right there with him on Fight on Sight because that dog is an absolute sweetheart.
Yeah.
But this is the third day of me being over there 2-3 times a day, and probably the 7th or 8th time that I've been over there over the time. She finally took a biscuit out of my hand today.
Yeah.
That's the first time she's ever touched food and taken it directly from my hand. She is utterly terrified of men. And
That sucks.
yeah, I just want to fucking ruin whoever hurt her.
So I stayed at Gonzalo's house, and he has Achilles.
Yeah.
You remember Achilles being
Achilles, yeah.
aggressive?
A little bit.
Achilles wanted to kill Craig and I.
Really?
It was terrible.
Because he nipped at me.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, oh, cool, no problem.
Yeah, no, it was. So Craig worked on it because he likes dogs.
Yeah.
So we kind of worked on it all week, and the last day I'm sitting outside in the morning, and he comes around the corner. And I'm just like, fuck.
And now Achilles is a beast of a German Shepherd.
Oh yeah,
A beast.
but very protective, right? Like, and it was better when Gonzalo or his family wasn't around Craig or I.
Yeah.
Then we could like stand there, and Achilles wouldn't bark, but he would just be like, like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Like, like you should be here.
But as soon as Gonzalo or somebody would come and we're standing there, he would go ape shit and want to kill us. Like super
Wow.
protective, right?
I mean, that's good.
It's good, but man, yeah. But Craig got him eating out of his hand through the cage.
Yeah.
But then like I said, the last day I'm sitting in the chair, and he comes around the corner, and it's just me and him, and I'm like, fuck. And he looks at me and he's like, "Er," and then just walks around and goes back to the front yard. So like, okay, all right. But yeah, that was a week worth of like every morning, every night, like talking to him, trying to get him where we could pet him, and
Yeah.
we just wouldn't risk sticking our hands in the
Now,
crate.
like when we were down there hanging out with Gonzalo, like we were just there hanging out, eating. doing
Yeah,
that kind
well,
of
we
stuff.
were only there one time, I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
Now, how's the dog around the family?
super lovey.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's up on him, like licking him
Nice.
and loving him. But yeah,
Everybody else is just like, fuck you.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Like I don't know you,
Yeah.
and I want to taste you. Yeah,
Well, that's good
yeah.
for them.
And then I get home and fucking Dakota had quit eating. She quit eating.
Really?
Yeah, like she's skin and bones. Like,
Oh, no.
yeah, she's won't come in.
She just wants to hang out outside.
Wants to hang out outside. Yeah, yeah.
That sucks.
She's checked out, I think. So
Yeah.
Hey, what is she? 10? 8, 10?
I think 10. Yeah,
I think she's the same age as Kira, about 10.
yeah,
Yeah.
But bulldogs, I think they're supposed to live like 7. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's borrowed time for a bulldog.
yeah, yeah. But she's kind of given up, I think. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so Nicaragua's cool. Got a lot done.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Got some cool stuff we're working on. So, got to see the fruit of some of Justin's labor, some new design work.
And it looks fucking sick.
It looks good. I'm excited. I want to put that out. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. One thing I did notice while you were in Nicaragua and I was in Florida, completely away from like current events.
Right.
Holy fucking shit. What a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, how does a Supreme Court leak documents? Like, I'm not even going to talk about what the subject is, but how the fuck is a Supreme Court? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to leak an opinion.
I'm not going to. I have some speculation.
I mean, it's before an election. That got leaked. Student loan forgiveness came out.
What came out about that? 'Cause
There-
I've been out of the loop.
different
too.
qualifications for people to that can now qualify easier to get student loan forgiveness.
Oh.
What else? There was fucking something else too. I can't remember. But it's pretty funny that like it's been an absolute fucking shit show.
I don't
And then
know.
now we're getting very close. No, just the world
Yeah.
in the past year and a half. And now we're getting closer to an election.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, smoke and mirrors, look over here.
The only thing I noticed was diesel was 29 cents higher in the last week.
Yep.
From when I left till now.
Yeah. So that actually happened, Justin. When did that happen? Probably Thursday or Friday?
The leaked documents or
No,
diesel?
the gas.
Yeah, Thursday.
Like that was like we came to work and gasoline was $3.65 and we left work and it was $3.90
Yeah.
and diesel had gone from $4.85 to $5.29.
In Mexico and Nicaragua, diesel's cheaper than gas.
It's by the liter down there, though.
It's still cheaper.
You sure?
They're all by the liter. So yes, I know what a higher number
than
looks
gas. I thought you meant than here. No,
No,
sorry,
no.
I misunderstood.
like. Yeah, diesel than
yeah.
gas is
That's how it should be.
right. You would think.
It's a fucking dirty oil that takes less of a process to
Right.
refine it, and they charge more. What? I don't fucking get it. But yeah, no, I drove to Florida and back, and So going out there, actually, I got two funny stories. Going out there, it said it was 18 hours. We get on the road at about, 2 a.m. because I don't want to get there,
Right.
drive through the night. I'd rather drive through the morning. So I slept maybe 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And truck was already packed, everything. So I woke up, threw some clothes on, got in the truck, got on the road. And we were probably 8 hours out. And that's when I realized that we were within like a 40-minute window of actually making the sunset in Florida.
Oh.
And I'm like, fuck it. We're doing this. Andrea's like, we're going to shave like 45 minutes. I'm like, I got this. I was hauling ass the whole time. But I found out in my truck, if I do 75, I get between 18 and 19 miles to a gallon. If I do between 80 and 95, I get 20 to 21 miles to a gallon. I fucking went between 80 and 95 the entire way, and I averaged 20.6 miles to the gallon on my fucking F-250.
That's pretty good.
It was awesome. I only had to stop for gas twice.
That's pretty good too.
Yep. And but we made it. So we left it about, a little after 2:30ish. Sunset was 8 or it was 8:02. And we pulled up, went through the gate in the condos and pulled up in the parking spot at 7:54. And I fucking sprinted through the complex to get to the beach just for the sunset. I'm like, okay. Then I went back and the security guy's like, I buzzed you in. Where the fuck did you go? And I'm like, oh, sorry. I had to go see the sunset. He's like, oh, I get it. But on the way home, I'm leaving Florida.
What time did it get dark?
8 o'clock.
Sunset in Nicaragua.
Yeah.
It was dark. Like we left the first night we get there and we drove to Esteli.
Yeah.
It got dark at like 5:40. 6 o'clock, it was dark.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah. But it got light at like 5 in the morning too.
Maybe they don't do daylight savings.
Well, yeah, it could be. I don't know.
Yeah. So on the way back, we left like, midday Saturday. I'm like, fuck it. We're just going to drive. We're going to stay in Biloxi overnight and we're going to drive the rest the next day. I don't want to kill myself on the way home. It's pointless. So we get on fucking I-75 heading north through Florida, and this cop comes up behind me, and I'm doing like 80 something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. So I get over, and the cop just fucking passes me. And I look over at Andrea, and I'm just like, well, let's see if this works. So I start following the cop.
Yeah.
About 60 miles later, the cop and I, like my truck, it's governed at 96.
Yeah.
There were times where I'm at 96 and that cop's pulling away from me. And we're weaving in through traffic and everything. And I'm giggling the whole fucking time. I'm like, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this cop is like, I have a giant red truck. There's not like, he's like, oh, maybe it's somebody different. Like this guy's been following me for 50 miles. Wherever he was going, he had to get there fast. And it was great. And then we got to I-10 and I got up on I-10 and he kept going. I'm like, oh. But like 60 miles of following a cop doing like 90 plus miles an hour through traffic. And I'm like, this is so awesome. Andrew's like, what happens if he pulls you over? I'm like, that's going to be a great conversation. Like, why were you speeding? I don't know. Why were you?
For the last 45 miles.
Right. But yeah. And then we stopped in Biloxi. Justin Gagey fought in the UFC over the weekend. So I put $60 on him because he had some good odds.
Yeah.
And then at first I thought he was going to win. He put in some pretty good shots. And then he got choked the fuck out.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I ran into Barker at the airport though.
Yeah. I talked to him today. He said you guys ran into each other.
Yeah.
Yep. But then I ended up winning like $340 in slot machines.
Yeah.
I was showing Andrew all the ones that we played in Vegas because we went to the Harrah's.
Right.
And every slot machine we walked into, play, boom, the little fucking, bonus, whatever, $100-something. I'm like, fuck it. So we played 3 machines, cashed out. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Where were you at?
In Biloxi, Mississippi. They have a Harrah's.
Okay.
They have a Margaritaville, Hard Rock. And they have one other one too. I can't remember what the fuck it was. But yeah.
I didn't know they had a casino there.
Yeah. And then on the way back yesterday, there's a horrible accident on I-10 and they shut the highway down for 3+ hours.
Yeah.
We're stuck sitting. Fuck that.
Yeah, I flew into Mexico City for an overnight on the way back, and I spent 4 hours in the immigration line. Like,
You figured they'd figure out a way to speed shit up.
all I know is if they put that on the U.S. border, nobody would fucking do it. Like, it's way easier to cross illegally into the United States than legally into Mexico.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So if you're a coyote out there that's willing to help Scott skip the line,
If you can coyote me right into Mexico to get to my connecting flight, I would pay handsomely for that.
God, that would be awesome. I feel like it'd be really
What
easy
a fucking side hustle.
Yeah.
Let me get you through airport security. Like, what? Trust me.
But you'd only have to do it once and see how efficient it was to be like, give me your phone number real quick. I'm going to be hitting you
I'm
up.
calling you nonstop.
Well, speaking of traveling, I've got a story here for you guys. The title is American Tourist in Israel Packed Souvenir of Unexploded Shell in Suitcase, triggering mass chaos at airport. So these two American tourists found a live shell and
Had to be a fucking American.
100%. And their great idea was, we'll throw this in the check bag.
This criticism is coming from our one and only Justin.
Hey, I'm speaking from experience here.
So
all right?
I wonder how that conversation went compared to how the conversation with you went.
in Israel,
I feel mine was a whole lot cooler because they sent an immediate evacuation to the whole airport, and multiple people were injured because they were getting trampled.
Oh,
as
they're
they were-
fucked.
as they were exiting.
what was the UXO?
It doesn't say the actual size here, but it's sizable.
I wonder if it was
it's-
like a fuse or a.
No, it's like a whole shell. Like it's very much like a whole fucking explosive.
Why would you try to take that to the airport?
The best part is it wasn't even like they tried, because like you fly with something, you're like, I'm not technically supposed to have this. I'm gonna see if they catch me. They
Yeah.
just walked up to the counter and were like, oh, by the way, we have an unexploded shell in our case.
At least they did. They tried to. At least they tried to declare it.
Rookies. But once they got a handle on it, they canceled the evacuation, and those people were heavily interrogated, and I'm pretty sure they missed their flight.
You suppose?
I think so, more than
Yeah.
likely.
God, it's one thing to like if you, I don't know, just being flat out stupid. Like that's crazy.
Like this is going to be a great idea.
Like that one time when I accidentally was a terrorist. You know, like I tried to sneak the bomb on the plane. That one time, it was an accident, but I was a terrorist. Like, what the fuck, man?
I just the train of thought though.
Yeah.
This is cool. I'm going to bring this home. So I'm going to take it and put it inside of this aluminum thing that I'm going to travel thousands of miles across the Atlantic Ocean in hopes that it doesn't bump into something.
Now, to be fair, the whole unexploded ordnance thing, sometimes EOD and all the fucking authorities take it a little too far. If it didn't go off smashing into the fucking ground at 1,000 miles an hour, it probably isn't going to go off in your suitcase. Just saying.
I'm not going to take that chance.
That is sound logic, sir.
I mean, it might not. We have a perfect example. The fucking 40 millimeter that went off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It bounced all around this room. It didn't go boom. They went to throw it over the bridge. They missed. It bounced a couple more times. It still didn't go boom.
Right.
Like, now, could you recreate that? Probably not.
I wouldn't want to.
Probably not.
Yeah. But what are the chances that that round would actually ever go off? Like, I don't know. Something's probably broke.
Hopefully.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
What if it was just off, and then once it hit, it like reconnected everything.
Right.
And all it took was a little bump. That's,
Like a wire was loose and it
Yeah.
like hit it
And then
back into place.
it hit the ground, connected, and was just like, all right, now I'm ready. And that's when the asshole that goes and picks it up.
Right.
And
Okay, somebody kick me.
Well, we were smart. We put a K-pot on top of it.
We did.
there you go.
That way the K-pot would kill more of us. I don't know. We didn't know what to do.
There's no manual that says what to do when a 40 millimeter goes off, but doesn't explode.
In the room you're standing in.
It's just one word: run.
There was nowhere to run.
Yeah, that was it. There was just like, "Ah." Okay.
There
we're
was
still
a,
here.
a platoon size element in the room smaller than this podcast area.
Yeah.
And we had a 40 millimeter bounce.
It bounced off.
Play fucking
I can't believe
pinball.
it didn't hit anybody.
Yeah.
It bounced off the walls and landed on the ground.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I read like fucking 3 books while I was on the beach.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It was pretty
Look at
it was
you.
nice. I don't mind reading.
Well, I would have listened to him, but whatever.
Well, it's hard on the beach. There's just so much noise. The wind, the water, people around you. Everyone's got speakers and shit.
This is why I couldn't read, though, for the same reasons.
I just checked out. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
But one of the books I read was Matt Best's book.
Yeah.
I downloaded an audiobook, but never listened
really?
to it.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
so I had a hard copy. I brought it and I read it. That's like I was laughing out loud at some of the parts in that book. It was pretty good. Fuck. Never mind. I lost it.
All right.
I had something. Cool story, huh?
What were the other 2 books?
3 books.
One was a Jocko book. And then the other I started was reading it again, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
I've listened to that one a couple times. Yeah.
Um,
No, I was down there with Craig. Craig motivated me. He's good at motivating.
mhm.
I respect Craig for that. So,
that dude is walking motivation.
yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
just no stop behind him until he's like, all right, I'm done.
I'm going to bed.
Yep.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
So he is going to come down and visit us and go be on the podcast. So.
Right on.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
No.
No, so Tuesday I got to run out to Lone Star Handgun, Josh Felker's place, and hang out with the guys from Maximum Defense and Zuluru and do some shooting and shit like that. Test out their running their new ammo. That's pretty much all we ran the entire time we were there. And like when they were talking about, because you had listened to the podcast, and when Sue said that you can stand 3 feet from the steel target and shoot point blank, I was standing 3 feet from the target while Mikey unloaded his 19X into that target, and all I felt was like a little bit of dust pepper.
Right.
That's it. So that frangible shit that they've got, that 90 grain 9mm, pretty tits.
Yeah. No, it definitely has an application. That's for sure. I never thought about it. I heard it and talking about it as a self-defense round because it's not going to penetrate all the way through. It's going to dump all of its energy.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how you see the movies and you shoot somebody and they like go flying back.
Yeah.
Or they use a body as like.
Yeah. In real life, that doesn't happen because the bullet just cuts through the body and the body doesn't do anything but falls straight down. But if you dumped all of the energy into the body without the bullet leaving the body, you might get some of that where it's like,
right.
I don't know.
Well, and I think Sue said that within an inch of impact, it starts to dump energy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if it's an inch in and I mean, that's pretty solid if it can go from 1,150 feet per second to full stop in 3 or 4 inches.
And I would imagine it'd be a little
It's
more
the story of my
devastating.
life.
I don't know if it'd be more or less devastating having a bunch of powder into you versus a single slug.
They both would hurt.
Well, they both would hurt, yes. So,
yeah, they do 5.56 too.
yeah.
So,
I wish I had that when we were shooting in Nebraska. I was shooting a brome and I took some frag stuck in my
I was going
nose.
to say which time.
Right.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people don't understand that if you're using Full Metal Jacket, you just have to have your target at like a 45-degree angle down.
Yeah.
That way it ricochets straight down.
yeah.
But if you're shooting flat steel, or if you're shooting worse, if you're shooting soft steel that has a bunch of bullet holes and bullet craters, they just come right back at you like a fucking 180 right the fuck back at you.
Or a plate rack that has a fucking,
So,
And that's a disturbing sound to hear that fucker go zzz past your ear. Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun out there. Well, those guys are, I mean, they're all good shooters, hands down.
I checked out some of their little PDWs. They look pretty fucking tits.
Yeah, dude, that MD9.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
It's excuse me. It is comfortable, lightweight. I mean, it started with their stocks.
Right.
I mean, you carried the stocks at the shop.
Yeah.
Actually, I ordered those a mistake. that's why we carried them.
No, it's a comfortable, easy shooter. The nice thing is like ergonomically, the controls are all AR based, so your muscle memory is still there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of want one.
Yeah.
So
I already got something similar. So
yeah,
it's kind of like one thing per category for me. I don't need multiples. Yeah. let's see, that would be like an equivalent of a 7-iron. I already have a 7-iron. So
There's a whole new bag of clubs rabbit hole that we're about to go down.
Yeah.
We're about to jump into the archery game.
oh, fuck yes. I went to that goddamn archery challenge. I have put off this fucking hobby my whole life. Because one, I'm right-handed but left eye dominant.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, it's not going to work. Then I found out, well, yeah, everybody does it.
Yeah. It's just awkward at first.
Yeah. then I'm like, I don't need to spend money on another fucking hobby.
But the good thing about this hobby isn't as expensive as firearms. There is an initial investment,
Right. I can see that.
but it doesn't cost you $500 to go to the range.
You know what hooked me on this hobby was when Justin and I are walking around, and Justin can contest to this, but Matt, before we started, he's like, I haven't shot in a year. Matt did not miss.
Yeah.
He was dead nuts the whole match. And so I'm like, all right,
I'm in.
I can outshoot Matt. Like I'm going to make this thing, right? Like, sorry, Matt, but I'm coming for you.
What really blew me away was when we got to the Bigfoot, which was 105 yards away across a pond, and he rocks up, ranges it, and is just like, I'm just gonna send one real quick, see where it lands. He hit that fucking Bigfoot in between the nipples. First shot, hit 105 yards.
Yeah.
And Scott had brought the scouting scope, and I watched it just impact, and I just was like, dead center. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck do you do that? It was insane.
So yeah,
Practice.
but no, he hadn't shot in a year.
But it's once you develop that muscle memory.
Yeah. No.
And then it comes down to equipment also.
yeah.
You know.
Well,
like,
you know me, like we're going to have the right
once,
equipment.
buy once.
Yeah.
That's it.
We're going to have the right equipment.
Yep.
And I think we're going to set up a target here, and it's going to be 15 minutes every day where we all do archery.
That's how you get good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're going to set up the gym and spend an hour working out and
Awesome.
trying to make our lives better.
I'm tired of being fucking fat.
Yeah. Me too.
So my buddy, one of my friends from high school, my buddy Nate came down to Florida and with his wife Jennifer, and I'm their godparent to one of their kids. So next year I'll actually get to hang out with my goddaughter. But where I was going with this is we're getting ready to, I can't remember where we were going. I think we had to go to the grocery store one day or something. And it was a 2-bedroom condo that had like a living room and like a little dining area and stuff. Like it was pretty decent size, probably like 1,500 square feet. So I'm in my room and I'm getting ready, like putting my shoes on and stuff. And I hear from the living room like labored breathing and grunts. And I'm like, hey, he's like, what? I'm like, you putting your shoes on? He's like, yeah. Well, why? I'm like, I could hear it. And I'm still sticking with that as my fitness goal in life.
Yeah.
I want to be able to put my shoes on and breathe at the same time. That's it. That's all I want. I don't care what I look like. I don't care if I have a 6-pack. I don't care what I weigh. I want to be able to put my shoes on and breathe at the same time.
Yeah. I think we're losing about a half a pound every hour of podcast right now.
No shit.
If we do a marathon,
It's fucking
we do
hot.
like a 12-hour podcast
In this
marathon.
bitch.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to take my earphones or my headphones off because it's just gonna like pour out of the bottom of the motherfuckers.
So
We need to put a thermometer up like in
Oh,
here.
man.
no, we need to
Like-
spend $30,000 and put a fucking AC in this bitch, but
Oh,
I don't want
Well,
to do that.
thermometer is like $10 on Amazon.
Couple more podcasts like this, and that decision will be much easier for you to make, Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I need to get back into the gym too. Fuck.
Well, it's not a matter of getting into the gym. We need to set the fucking gym up. We need to get our We need to set it up.
I'm still paying for membership, so I might as well use it.
I did drive by there the other day, and Cody's got a hell of a nice outside bar.
Right?
set
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, he
Looks
built
awesome.
that fucker nice.
I
Like
like
I
to
got a chance
say-
to check it out a little bit.
I like to say that I'm part of the reason why that's there. I don't take up any space because I haven't gone there since Jamaica,
Right.
but I've paid every single month on time. Yeah. It's funny. Like, how come you just don't cancel? You don't go? Like, well, 2 reasons. 1, eventually I will go. And 2, like, it's a friend of mine and it's a veteran-owned business.
Yeah.
So, like, I can afford to support it,
Right.
whether I use it or not.
Well,
No,
it's just my lazy. It's not
ass.
his fault
It is not.
that you're a lazy piece
Nope,
of shit.
it is not his fault. Not at all.
Yeah.
It's quite the opposite. He tries to motivate the shit out of me, and I'm like, it's fucking nope, I can't. It's Tuesday and the wind blew.
Yeah. I mean, I have time to go. I just got to drag my ass down there. Like my single biggest hurdle for working out is just getting there. Once I'm there, I fucking lift.
Now, imagine when we have the gym set up in here, right?
Yeah.
We're going to have no excuses. And we're all going to fucking, if one day I'm not motivated, it's your guys' job to like, we're doing this.
Yeah.
And then it's the same, right? So we'll come in, we'll get fucking shipping knocked out. We'll fucking we'll just do an extra hour for lunch and work out and then lunch and then back to fucking work. And I think we'll all feel better doing it.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
Except
right?
Justin.
well, Justin, you're gonna hate life more than me, sir.
Yeah, no, I'm fully expecting just absolute hatred of being alive. But,
It'll be really fun.
Your
For
skinny
y'all.
ass needs. So I don't know which position I would rather be in: old and fat or young and skinny, because I think we're gonna hurt similarly but different.
I just want to say I can put my shoes on and breathe at the same time.
Yeah. But you know what? This cocksucker only weighs 145 pounds.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's like one of my legs.
I'm just excited to not be in between small and medium shirts anymore.
You're just solid medium now.
Yeah. Like John wants to be able
He's
to
the
breathe.
literal schmedium. What the
No,
fuck?
I'm literally like I find one brand of shirt that fits me well, and I do not deviate. I'm just like, nope, you're it from now on.
I was not that skinny, but I was young and skinny at one point. When I joined the military, I was 170.
Yeah, it's probably 180.
I was 6'1". I got out of basic, I was 185. Got out of the army, I was 250. But I didn't have any fat on me.
Yeah.
Now I'm the same weight, I'm just fat.
I went the other way. I think when I went in, I was about 175, and when I came out, I was 165. I dropped 10 pounds, but it was all just extra shit I didn't need. And let's face it, you know, people talk a lot of shit about Air Force boot camp and shit like that, but they run you a little bit. Yeah.
Do they?
No.
This coming from somebody that hasn't seen.
I remember a video once that said that Air Force basic training was harder than Marine Corps boot camp.
Oh, that was a great
Yeah,
video.
that was fucking
hats
classic.
off to that drill instructor.
Yeah.
Because
For
Talking
keeping
about
a straight face when he said
yes.
it.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
absolutely.
fucking drinking your own soup.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying that it's physically demanding, but for someone that doesn't have a little bit of regular physical activity and then going into basically,
yeah,
you
but
know,
that's anything.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
I went into basic and they fucking broke it off in me.
Yeah.
Like it was,
That's how it should be.
yeah, like I was not like, I played football and shit, but like,
It's different.
it's different.
It's like I played hockey, like very competitive hockey in Minnesota. Like that's all they fucking do there. It's like football in Texas.
Yeah.
And then I got to basic and I was like, I want to go back to fucking 4 a.m. practices because that was at least I could skate.
Well,
coast.
so yeah, you have that, and then you go to basic and it sucks. And then you go from basic to fucking active duty. And it was like, when you go on your first 7-mile run and you don't know you're going on your first 7-mile run for your first 7-mile run, that's a bad day. It's a bad day. Like we're going for a run. And then like,
it just doesn't stop.
yeah, 7 miles later, you're done. And like this is a bad day.
I think what's worse than that is when you're like 3 or 4 months into being at your unit and you understand what the PT routes are and where the normal turnarounds are, and you're running, then you pass a turnaround and you're like, fuck. And you keep going. There. You're like, okay, here's this one. This is a 4 mile. Fuck. And they just keep passing them. You're like, when the fuck are we turning around?
Yeah.
My first sergeant was a really big fan of running the normal routes, and then we would get back to like HQ, just run right on past.
That's a dick
and then
move.
circle
That's
back around, get
so
back
demoralizing.
to HQ, run right past that bitch again, and it was like our suffering just fueled that fire for that man. And he was just like, "Nope, I think we're going for another 2." And we we're like, "Fuck."
Yeah, no, that's bad. And then were you over there when we did extreme PT days?
Yes.
Oh, those were
It's
fucking
stupid.
Yeah. Those are bad.
It's stupid. I mean, I get it.
Yeah. And looking back on it, I'm glad we did it, but it's at the time, it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I refuse to be scared of running a mile today. Like I will not be scared of
When
them.
are we doing that, Justin?
So I'm getting everything set up on the Patreon and everything, but I think we're gonna give ourselves a decent amount of time to raise a decent amount of money,
Okay.
so we can throw it towards the charities, and then just lock down a time and place that works for everybody, and then fucking see who drives or dies first.
Awesome.
My perfect time and place would be 65 degrees in the morning.
I could do that.
Yeah.
So at like 3 a.m.
Well, or in the right month.
That's like that's a while.
Yeah,
away
we're gonna
from
wait
me.
like 6 months for that now.
That's
We're just getting into summer.
I was gonna say the average high for next week is 94.
Yeah, I think the lowest coming up for the next week is like 70 or something.
Yeah.
So, tomorrow's 74. The lowest is 68, 67. I'd run in 67.
Yeah.
I could get that.
Yeah, but that's probably at 1 a.m. or something.
Oh, well, maybe.
I still want to see if I can source some of the smallest silkies to put all of you in.
So I wore silkies almost the whole time of the beach, which was great.
I'm sure your mom and sisters love that.
They didn't give it. Nobody cared. Like there was like old people in Speedos and
Right.
stuff, you know,
Oh,
like
yeah,
whatever. And I'm like, fuck yeah, this is going to be awesome. My thighs haven't seen sun in a very long time. I'm pretty sure they're still red. a little.
Yeah, a little
They're
bit.
a little red. But fuck, it was white.
I didn't even get in a pool. We went to the river yesterday. That was good. So
Nice.
it was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The river was nice. It was hot. So
It was shitload of people.
Yeah.
Jim and Julie said Saturday was wall to wall, but Sunday wasn't bad. So
Yeah, I was the idiot that chose to mow the yard yesterday. Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty sure I sweated 3 pounds off.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good.
Texas
Yeah.
summer.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, it's spring. We're
Yeah,
not
I was
even
gonna say,
fucking
this is
summer
spring.
yet.
Like, I mean, I hate to bastardize the Nebraska euphemism, but you know, I'll take 104. I don't need 78% humidity, which is what it was yesterday, because that was just downright unpleasant. So
That's a lot.
yeah, especially when it's 104 degrees.
Yeah.
You just walk outside and it smacks you in the face.
Yeah.
And wearing glasses makes it even that much better because you drive anywhere with the AC on in your vehicle. You get out and it's just like poof.
Yeah.
Can't see shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we doing that archery thing, we got to hang out with the guys that do the Medevac podcast. He's a pretty cool dude. So
Yeah.
Medevac podcast.
yeah, it's on the Black Rifle podcast channel, but every other
Okay.
one's a Medevac. So they talk about like people that got injured, but this fucking guy joined the Air Force and his MOS was a minigun gunner on an aircraft. That was the MOS. That was his fucking job.
They need
boy.
to advertise that.
No shit.
Right? But no, after that evening, I hit him up. I'm like, hey, I got a couple boys joining the military. He's like, well, the only way to really get it is to join the National Guard as that job and then go active duty and you'll be in that job. But that's literally a job.
That's very specific.
Nice.
But it's on a rescue, you know, like on help me out here, a PJ fucking
Oh, okay.
helicopter,
Yeah.
but as a fucking a minigunner.
Fuck yeah.
What a fucking great job.
Right? Oh,
Yeah, I was a little jealous. So
yeah.
All right.
That'd be fun.
Can you imagine heading in for your weekend of soldiering and they're just like, all right, boys, we got 50,000 rounds we got to burn this weekend. And
Cool.
you're like,
Give me
Right.
6 minutes.
yeah. Like I've never cleaned a minigun before.
I'd be willing to.
I'm okay with it.
I'm pretty sure they have like a
It's just like every other gun, whether you fire 1 round or 100,000. It's the same amount of cleaning,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And then right before that, I took the boys to the air show. They had a good time on that. So
Nice.
yeah, we've had a busy couple weeks.
Right? Dave's got a busy couple coming up.
Yeah.
He's got Nebraska and Iowa.
Yeah. Yeah. Heading up, I think Wednesday morning. I think that's probably when I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
So that's, it's 12 to my dad's place and it's about another hour and 45 minutes from my dad's to where I'm staying up in Lincoln. So yeah, it'd be 13 and a half, 14 hours.
So any of the Nebraska guys we probably got some events lined up. So.
Yeah. Yep. I've already put that out through my social media. I'll probably have Justin hit that sometime later this week or first part of next week.
What is your Warfighter social media so people can know?
Warfighter Dave.
Warfighter Dave.
Yep. Instagram and Facebook. So, I mean, that's where I post all of my upcoming events and stuff like that. And yeah.
And he hasn't been canceled yet.
I was just going to say, whatever happened.
I mean, I'm still functioning.
Cancel
So
Dave.
he's uncancelable.
He is.
Yeah.
Just like Kid Rock.
They just haven't dug deep enough. That's all.
Yeah, it's there.
Oh, yeah.
It's there.
Thumbs writing checks my mouth can't cash. Well. That's all right. You know, that's a valuable lesson that everybody needs to learn is when to shut up. And I just learned it later than other people.
But earlier than some, Jim. So, I mean, it's fine. God, I don't know why I always slip with that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to let us know when he texts you after he listens to the show.
I can tell you how it's going to be. There's going to be about 37 words, and 40 of them are going to be fuck.
So, yeah, I want to talk about a story, but I don't know if I should. But, anyway, so I was at the bar the other day, at Poorhouse, and we ran into all the TMPA guys.
Oh, okay.
And it was good to see all of them.
Yeah.
It was good to see all of them. So one of them hit us up on an email. I got to reach back out to him, but he wants us for a couple events. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So,
they're good dudes.
They are good dudes.
Who's a TMPA?
It's the Texas Police Association.
Yeah.
Texas Municipal Police Association. Is that what it is?
So.
I don't know.
Oh.
I can't remember.
They're I mean, every state has them. But it's essentially like the
Fraternal Order of Police or some shit like that.
It's the people that like they'll step up if if there's an officer involved shooting or something like that.
And they'll provide
if they need lawyers or mental health or anything like that. They're the ones that step up and if there's any big situations going down, they'll usually send out response or try to help out or be there, or at least be involved or coordinate or something.
No, that's fucking awesome.
But they do a lot of stuff for I don't know, like I don't really want to say union.
They are. It's kind of
ish. I don't know, I'm probably fucking it all up, and I'm totally wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If you want to look into it more, just Google it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, producer team. Why don't you Google it
No, it's
instead of asking us what it is?
Because it's content for the show.
But
what else is new in current events? What else should we touch on?
fucking Johnny Depp and Amber Heard is
How
great.
fucking great
It is
has that
great.
been?
Amber the Turd Heard.
Yeah.
Did you see her fucking doing a bump in the
Yeah.
courtroom?
Yes.
On the fucking
And
stand.
drinking a beer.
It's awesome.
Wait, what?
You didn't
Yes.
see any of
I
this?
have not seen
Oh
this.
god, it's so
yes.
great.
She did
She's on the stand
She
testifying.
acted like she was sneezing or blowing her nose,
and she did a line.
there was no air going out.
Yeah,
It was-
no, and she even did the little coke sniffle like afterwards.
Awesome.
It's fucking glorious.
Oh my
It is so good.
It's going around all of social media.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. What a fucking.
But just, I mean, now it is shitty that like how deep into their personal lives and it's being broadcasted publicly. But they kind of ask for it. But like I was talking about when we were in Florida, and they're like, how do these people have so much footage and audio of their lives that is now being presented in these
Right.
courtrooms? And my response to it was these people live on a TV screen. They live in front of a camera,
Yeah.
And
yeah,
so
but I think all of this is taken off of phones and shit.
it is, but because they're constantly recording or videoing or doing whatever.
No. I bet it's like subpoenas and they get it from the phone company.
No, a lot of it has been stuff like the argument between Amber and Johnny, where she talks about how like she admits to hitting him.
Yeah.
Because he said like you
Yeah.
punched me, and she's like, no, I hit you. That was stuff she recorded herself
Yep.
and then kept for
Really?
some reason.
Well,
Yeah.
I think they subpoenaed like their phones and then took all the info off that.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was like closing testimony. She's like, tell them that you, a white male, are being abused. And see if they
nobody's gonna believe you.
Like,
I loved when the guy that was working the camera, and it was just a tight of her face while it's playing, and she's just got this like, this is worse than me shitting on the bed. Huh?
That's my favorite. Human fecal matter.
Have y'all actually seen the videos of when they're leaving the court?
I saw one where she tried to get into his vehicle and then like laughed it off, like ha ha ha, and then like walked it.
I saw this one of a chick that realized she lived like 20 minutes away from the court. And so she drove down to the court and like got footage of Johnny coming out, and everybody's like, Johnny, we love you. But like throwing stuff in his car, like gifts, like literally her chest. They like were stuffing in the car, and he told the driver to stop so he could take it and everything. And then Amber walks out, and it's just dead silent. And you hear this one chick just go, narcissistic bitch. she gets in her car and leaves. Oh, it's fucking amazing. Like, whether she wins this lawsuit or not, that chick is fucked.
well,
For her career. She'll probably, if she wins, she's gonna make a shit ton of money.
So there's a I don't know if it's a petition or if they actually Disney decided to do it, but they pulled Johnny from being in the new Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes,
that's
But
kind of
now-
hard to do.
But now there's a petition going around to get him back into it,
Yeah.
and it has like the most signatures on whatever platform
Yeah.
it's on.
it's like 2 million, I think.
But like, how the fuck do you take who
The star
who can replace Johnny Depp?
Absolutely no.
and think you're going to sell this movie.
No,
Yeah.
that's not how it works.
Yeah,
no.
Well, did y'all hear about
Like, look at Paul Walker.
Yeah.
Nobody could replace him in Fast and Furious.
they had to CGI him.
Yeah.
They pulled his brother in because he looks enough like him,
Yep.
and then they
Wow.
still CGI'd his face
Yep.
to make it look like Paul
Because
Walker.
you can't.
Was
who
that
you-
was that because they were halfway in the middle of one or something?
yeah, he died in
yeah.
that car crash. But
Well, yeah, but I didn't know if they you're not going to start a new one and do that.
Like,
Are you?
oh, yeah. We can just rewrite this.
Just his brother walking around with just the hood of the green suit.
That's like, what are they going to do with the Black Panther? Like, that guy was fucking great.
Chadwick
right?
Boseman.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
believe
they-
that's now going to. Oh God, who's the guy that played the bad guy?
The bad guy.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh.
Essentially, they're taking the storyline and they're gonna, I guess, kill him off and then have Michael
Yeah.
B. Jordan play him. But I don't know how well that's gonna.
It's
work.
still going to sell because, like, people have some empathy toward why
Yes.
there's a
Yeah.
new character there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
not like, yeah.
I know.
Well.
The new Spider-Man is
Oh, shut the
kind of
fuck up.
tanking because did y'all hear about
Because
this?
there's 400.
Yeah.
No, so they released it in the U.S. and then they went to release it in China, and China was like, no. You gotta
isn't
take the
there,
Statue of Liberty out.
What?
And there's like a fucking 20-30 minute fight scene that wraps up the whole movie on the Statue of Liberty. And
China, get fucked.
Exactly. That's actually what they said. They said they're not editing it out.
Oh, it's about time somebody
Yeah.
stood up.
Yep. Someone like the studios were finally like,
Fuck.
we're not doing it. And so the movie's gonna tank, but
Yeah.
stood the ground.
Well, I might actually watch it because of that.
It is pretty solid. I actually watched it. It's really fucking good.
Oh, so our friend Mary Dag
Yeah.
has a fucking
Yeah.
cameo in Sons of Anarchy. I haven't seen the episode
and
yet.
Mayans.
In Mayans,
I
yeah.
haven't seen it either. So
yeah.
I'm behind a couple.
But I saw the social media, and that's fucking awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
I told a
So-
story about how she got casted for Range 15 in
Yeah.
Florida,
Oh, yeah.
and her video she submitted. Who do
Yeah.
I got to stump fuck to be in this movie?
The new season of Mayans is fucking sweet.
It is.
I'm like 3 episodes in so far.
I'm only 2.
I'm 2.5 because I started watching the third, and then Michelle's like, hey, I haven't watched any of these. So I'd like, fuck it. We'll start over.
I drove like 16 hours yesterday, and I get home and it's like 11:30 at night,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, Mayans. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. No, I'm gonna try to go to sleep. Everything's gonna be like, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
put in some bullshit in the background. 2.5 hours later, I'm like, fuck, I should have just watched the Mayans.
I can never go to sleep after a long drive.
I can't.
I can't do it.
I'm just fucking
I'm all
wired.
cracked up on fucking energy drinks and
Right.
fucking.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking call it.
All
I'm
right.
gonna sign it off. We fucking filled you guys with mediocre bullshit long enough, and it's hot in here.
Yeah.
And
Go back to the air conditioning for
so.
What's my favorite fighter? My balls is hot.
My balls is hot.
Derek.
Yep.
Yeah, Derek.
The beast.
The beast.
My balls is hot. So anyways, thank you guys for listening. Make sure you check out all of our sponsors, warfightertobacco.com. Use that code use that code FTFO for 15% off. Wellness.us, use the code FreedomFriends25 for a quarter off your order. And our friends over at Icy Tech Coolers, Freedom Friends 10, get you 10% off all the coolers over there. Which if you're in Texas right now, fucking go get one.
Get that 270 and just fucking sit in it.
Fucking, it's like an ice bath. Icy Tech, we need one of those so we can do ice bath on the show.
I was literally about to say we can set it up in the gym.
We do it right there, right in the middle.
Because we're sitting in the sauna.
Is that
right
big
now.
enough for two of us to get in? I bet we can try it.
Yep, it is. Absolutely. Yeah.
I might be able to get in a 60. I don't know.
Justin, maybe.
Some real team bonding right there.
But check out our Patreon. If you need some merch, check out Redacted Supply, the big fuck off button in the middle that says Freedom Friends. Justin, am I forgetting anything?
If you are, everything is linked in the description below wherever you're listening or watching. So
Beautiful.
Check it out.
And go follow us on TikTok. We got some.
Ooh.
Are we back on TikTok?
Freedom Friends. Warfighters now. Warfighters kicked off.
If you are looking for a good time, go on the Freedom Friends TikTok and look at the comments on our 1911 video. They're some of the best we have ever.
God,
you need TikTok, Scott.
I'm gonna download TikTok. Fuck.
I'll get you set up.
Yep. But on that note, I want to raise my glass. Thank you all for being my fucking freedom friend.
We got just a touch of triple left.
Just enough.
It's the best Jameson ever made.
Tell your mom.
Tell your friends.
Tell your fucking mom's friends. There's a mediocre fucking podcast with some mediocre assholes talking about some mediocre shit. And 3 little things. Who wants to start it?
Ooh, smoke on.
Drink on.
God damn it, boys.
Freedom the fuck on.